The Knife That Killed Me by Anthony McGowan. The knife that killed me was a special knife. Its blade was inscribed with magic runes from a lost language, and the metal glimmered with 1,000 colors. Iridescent as a peacock's tail, or slick as the petrel on a puddle. It was made from a meteorite that had plunged to Earth after a journey of 100 million miles. The heat of entry burned off its crust of brittle rock, leaving a core of iron, infused with traces of iridium, titanium, platinum, and gold. It was first forged into a blade in ancient Persia, where, set in a hilt of ivory and rhino horn, it passed from hand to hand, worshipped, and feared for its power. From Persia it was looted by Alexander the Great, who plucked it from the fingers of King Darius as he lay, dying. With Alexander it went to India, where it severed the tendons of the war elephants of Porus, leaving the beasts to vent their fury on the dry earth with thrashing tusks. With Alexander's death, the blade was lost to history for 300 years before it emerged again, taken by Julius Caesar from the royal treasury of Cleopatra. For 2 centuries it was worn by Roman emperors, and this was the knife that mad Caligula used to cut the child from his sister's womb. The blade went east again, with Valerian, to subdue the barbarians. 5 legions perished in the desert, pierced by Parthian arrows, and the emperor's last sight on earth was his own knife, as it cut out his eyes. And for how long did he feel the cool intensity of its edge, as he was flayed and his skin made into a fleshy bag for horseshit, a gory trophy for the victor's temple. From Parthians it passed to Arabs, driven in their conquest by the fervor of faith, and then, at Parley, the brave but covetous eye of Richard, Coeur de Lion, saw the glimmer in Saladin's belt, and that noble Saracen gave up the knife for the sake of peace. With Richard, it arrived at last in England, again a thing of secret worship, dark rites, unholy acts. It moved like an illness of the blood from generation to generation, exquisite but cursed, until finally, after its journey of aeons, it came to me and found its home in my heart. Yes, a special knife, a cruel knife, a subtle knife. I wish. Well, I've had a long time to think about it, so now the truth. The knife that killed me wasn't a special knife at all. It didn't have any runes on it. Its handle wasn't made of ivory and rhino horn, but cheap, black plastic. It was a kitchen knife from Woolsworth, and his blade wobbled like a loose tooth. But it did the job.